Hi there again, BookTube Lola here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I bring to you my April-May reading wrap up, and yeah, I read quite a few books over the last couple of months. Not a huge amount. A few of them were quite small books, but I'm quite happy with what I've read, so let's get to it. So I went to the library and bought a massive collection of Roald Dahl books, and I've never really read the really small ones, so I thought I'd give it a try. And I read The Giraffe, the Pally and Me, which is a little story, teeny me story, about how the giraffe, the pelican and the monkey and the little boy, who are all on the cover, go and have a window cleaning job, basically, and that's the story, and it's a little story for children, so I really enjoyed it. I really like the way Roald Dahl writes his books, and they're so nice and snappy and short, and yeah, good for kids basically. And then I read George's Marvellous Medicine, which was also absolutely brilliant. Basically, George wants his grandma to stop being so nasty and naggy and horrible, and so he makes her a new medicine that makes her a better person, and that is what the story's about, and I really enjoyed it. I know I read this when I was little, but I could hardly remember anything that happened in it, and it is a wonderful story. I really enjoyed it. And then getting on to a slightly bigger book, I really wanted to read some more Terry Pratchett and get back into his writing, so I picked up The Light Fantastic, which was also a wonderful read, and yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It's so fun and so random, and it didn't take me too long to read, so yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked Terry Pratchett. And then I picked up these absolute gorgeous, amazing books. The Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury, both by J Maas. And I think she is one of my new favourite authors of all time. I've got her collection on my top shelf, all the books she's got out so far, and I'm just totally in love with her writing, her books, her characters, and just I can't wait to get more of them, and I'm going to reread them at some point, hopefully this year. I'm just so in love with these books, and I just couldn't put them down. I read 2 of them in 1 month as well as other books, so yeah, these were my chunky reads of the month of April. And that's everything I read in April, and these are my favourite, obviously, they're beautiful. 5 stars for all J Maas books. And then moving into May, I had to instantly read this as soon as it came out, A Court of Wings and Ruin. It took me the entire month because it is quite a chunky book, but I have finished it and I love it, and it is beautiful, and I cried and I laughed, and I just love the team. I love the team, guys. They're absolutely wonderful, and I just love them all. They're such wonderful characters. And certain characters are also redeemed, which is also a good thing. Thank you, J Maas, for doing that. And I thought this was going to be a trilogy, which I think it might be, but it says at the back that more are coming out in the series, so I look forward to that too. I don't know what's going to come from that, because it seems like the story is finished, so I look forward to what comes next with that wonderful series. I also read 2 more Roald Dahl books in the month of May, and that is The Magic Finger, which is about a little girl who curses people by pointing at them, basically, and it's a little story about how you should be good to everyone and everything around you. And then I also read SEO Trot, which is tortoise spelt backwards. I don't know if you can see that. Tortoise spelt backwards. Basically it's about a guy who wants a woman to fall in love with him. So she wants a bigger turtle, well, tortoise. So he goes and buys loads of tortoises from the pet shop. Tries to trick her into saying that he's got magic and he can make the tortoise bigger. and just swaps them out for other tortoises. So yeah, it's a bit of an awkward one this is, but I really enjoyed it. It was a nice little read, and I just, you know, these little books just took a buzz ride to read, so it's not too bad. And then the final one I read in May was Julius Caesar by Shakespeare. I don't think I quite like these. I mean, this is my, you know, this is my degree. I love ancient history, but I didn't want to finish it. I did finish it, but I really didn't want to, and I think I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. And I don't normally give that kind of rating, but I just didn't enjoy it at all. So, just a no on this, guys. You feel free to read if you like this kind of thing, but it just felt too drony and boring to me, so I won't be reading this again. So yeah, ending on a bit of a negative right there. But the rest of the books were wonderful, so go ahead and read all the others, guys. Roald Dahl's brilliant, J Maas is brilliant, and Pratchett is brilliant, so go ahead and read all those authors' books, guys, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye, guys!